Hello everyone and welcome back to Gentoo Rescue, the game about walruses and penguins stuck in this weird liminal space of all places. We are in the world called Attraction now, which appears to be focused on magnets. If you have not already, I recommend you check out the prior parts in the description below or card above. You will need the context. Interesting, so they're kind of like reverse hammers, where they pull things towards them, but only as they go away from them. Interesting. So we grab you, and then we send ourselves out. Okay. Cool. Kind of terrifying, but cool. So then a lot of these might be not so difficult then. The way I see this working is we do one of these, and then pop you like this. No. No. How does any of this work? I guess if we do this, okay, that'll work perfectly fine. But then no, how do we get the walrus out of here like that? Perfect. Okay, that was not super difficult. A lot of these seem like very small levels. Yeah. Dislodge. Can I pull you through? Oh, what? Oh, look at that. That's a very interesting consequence. Huh. So if I pull you like this and then do one of those. Okay. What do I do with any of this, though? Because like I pull you, for example. How do I get you to launch? I can't get you to launch. How could I possibly get the missile to actually go somewhere fun and novel and interesting? I guess if I do this, there's a possibility? No. Dislodge. How in the world? So the way I'm theorizing this is that the missile has to somehow activate, right? That to me at least is pretty clearly at least part of the solution. So we do like this, for example, but then you're just stuck like that. And that does nothing for us. Oh, look at that. If you pull it, interesting. Is that true for every use of it? Okay, it only activates if you see it here, though. Strange. So if we do... But then how do we get it in a place where we can have Mr. Green pull on the penguin? That's not particularly possible, is it? Like if I do this, then you launch that way. But then literally how do I launch you so that the missile goes to the right? Because there's no way to get Mr. Green on this side, right? No, you just go away immediately. You, in fact, disappear. So then how do we get it? Because literally what we need to have is there's only one way to do this. Mr. Blue goes here, Gray Penguin goes there, we pull you to the left, and then you go kablamo over in that direction. No, there's another way. No, there's another way, and I was being really dumb for not seeing it before. Like this. No. Like... what I want to do is I want to get green on the blue ring, and then blue in a position to, like, get sucked over. Perfect. Okay, that makes enough sense. Next up is hurl, where I guess you have to hurl all of these guys over the hedge. Cool. Well, how in the world am I going to do this in a way that's going to allow... What's his face? If we do this... Can I just do it like this? Perfect. Okay, cool. That was nice and good and handled. Next up, let's do towing. Like a towing company. I love tow trucks. Tow trucks are awesome. When I was a kid, I really wanted to be like a tow truck driver, so I could, like, you know, take cars and stuff. I was never like really a big car person, not gonna lie, but I really wanted like the ability to be like, ha, yoink, your car is mine now. Mostly as a, I wouldn't call it a bullying tool, but like a, you know, your stuff is now mine kind of thing. This is a very easy level. We go yoink, we go yoink, we go yoink. And we're handled. Gorgeous. Next up is lug. We're gonna lug it around. What are we lugging around? Is it just a matter of lugging you into place? Okay, but then how do we get... Okay, I guess we're actually going to do this, so we can then move you, like, here, and get everyone like that. Okay, that wasn't so bad. There's no magnets yet, which is unfortunate, because I do love a good magnet. Martin loves a magnet. ML... Yeah, the channel is called, the channel acronym is Martin loves a magnet, LLM. I mean, it's... Okay, the unfortunate reality of the channel, and I didn't realize this when I named the channel, is that Martin loves a puzzle. Usually you exclude small words like A from those kinds of things. So the channel name is MLP, which is My Little Pony, which is awesome, right? I'm not a Brody, never have been, don't really plan to be personally. But I think it's very funny. Oh. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal with Samantha Beale? Wait, hold on. We go here. What's the missile about? Oh, we do need to keep the... Oh, we have to keep the penguin in place. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's annoying. So we have to find a way to... Okay, understood. Is it understood, actually? Wait. So we're gonna have to... Okay. Red fella gets the magnet for sure. Okay, so the problem is the seal needs to disappear. So they have to be the one who uses the whatever it's called. The rocket pad. The mega booster. Whatever you want to call it. I think they're going to have to use it like in a way that gets them Wait, how am I going to do this actually? Hold on. So the gate has to close, and we're going to have the magnet on the red penguin so the red penguin can, in fact, do his thing. No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true at all, actually. That's simply not true. The seal has to have the magnet. How do we get the seal? There's the seal, the magnet. We need the seal to end up like here, so then he can pull this guy and push him back in at the same time. Fascinating. Okay, interesting. Good application of interesting technology. We have technology now. Heave. Who exactly or how exactly are we going to heave, folks? We have very few options for how to move in this first section. You can only go down. I guess if we do this, then you can hang out here. I guess if we do this, then we can kind of reset it so it ends up where we want it to be. Like that. No. Wait, what? So green goes here, blue goes here. And now blue can hang out on this guy as long as he wants. The problem is, you... Because if you do that, then you get launched as such, which is definitely a bad thing. If we do this, then that's also not good. Is there any possibility of there being a form of recourse after we... How in the world? How in the world? Because, okay, the problem is, no matter how we enter this guy, we kind of have to go from the left. There's no other direction where we can reasonably get in there. And if we go in from the left, then we're launching ya boy Penguin McGee over here into the wrong direction. Now we can pull him like that, which is pretty cool and awesome if you ask me, but also not especially helpful. What is the interaction I am missing here that saves the world? Because you launch him to the right, and once you're launched, you're gone. Once you're launched, you're done. Oh, I'm so stupid. You can just move. Okay, so let's just swap who's where. We go here, and then we... We do one of these, and then we swap it around, and then we end up with the exact same position as before, and just have you move down. Okay, cool. That was not so atrocious. Next up is a level called Lure. We're going to lure these penguins into a maniacal trap, and then from there, we don't want to know. If I do... Oh, right. Whoa, wait. How does any of this work? If I do this, then pull you... What? Okay, I can free them using that, which is cool and stuff, but... Do I need to end up with the penguin here? So I can do that. Oh, interesting. Oh, very interesting. So the penguin wouldn't get stuck in there, so he could... Okay, got it. And if the penguin is stuck in there, then no matter what, they're also stuck in there pretty much. Cool. Not they're also, but like the seals will run into a wall when they are lured by the magnet no matter what. What is this guy about? I have an interesting idea for what might happen in a second here. Yep, the magnet pulls Mr. Penguin through too. Interesting theory of the case, friends. Oh, you're stuck now. If I hit you? Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. So we need you, like, what? We need you, like, here, but, like, 1 unit up from here. No, that's not quite it. I do have an idea, though. Is it possible to get some fun little penguin shenanigans happening up here? No, you slide forever, which is a pretty big problem. I guess I could just pull him like that. Oh, wait, I shouldn't be hitting him. I should just be pulling this guy some amount. Rather than... Oh, this is stupid. I don't know why I was trying to hit you so much. Oh, but then how do I do that without making it seem like some kind of really big deal? How do I make this whole thing super cash, you know? Oh, yikes. What a fascinating set of thoughts here. We pop in here and pull you like this. Man, no, come on. Ugh. Just thinking about things. Just trying to get the whole thing in my brain. Okay. The current possibilities include stacking up guys over here. Okay, let me look at the actual mechanics again of how all this is working. We do this, for example, we smack you. You get pulled 1 extra unit exactly. So we have Mr. Green here, Mr. Green there, and that's the whole thought, actually. Mr. Green is there. It's just occurred to me I could totally pull you out like this. Is there a reason to want to do that? Where do I go from here? If I hit you, no, I can't hit you, but you can get pulled out, which is an uncontroversial thing to do, I think. But then, literally, what do I do with you from here? Yikes. Also, it's fascinating how he really didn't pull us. No, it's because I was controlling green, not blue. If I do this, then I get pulled all the way up there. I do one of these, boink. No, we do this and we save you, my loyal liege. My liege! But then, literally, what do we do next? I'm truly not sure what any of this can actually mean. Is there any way to bring things into these puzzles? This is with red and blue. Is there a red or blue penguin somewhere? Let's go ahead and explore a bit to see if we can get anything done. Let's try tractor. Oh, tractors! I love tractors. When I was a kid, I wanted to drive a tractor. And a tow truck. I wanted to drive a lot of cool vehicles. I had a good friend of mine who whose father was a pilot, and would always talk about like, oh, you gotta like learn how to fly a plane and stuff. And now he is, which is pretty cool. That was a very vague story, I know, but you know I love a good vague post. What is the scheme here? We're just pulling Mr. Gray somewhere? We are just pulling Mr. Gray somewhere. That's a totally valid thing to do, it appears. Because all we need to do is we need to get here, pull you like this, and then have Mr. Green find a way to also be able to go through the teleporter to send you on your fishy way down to the depths of the ocean below. Now, how exactly do we do all of that? I think we do it with yellow having the magnet, at least to begin with. Then you can go like this, which is pretty cool. Only problem is, how do we get even a little bit of yellow in my life? Because, like, the only real choice I have is to pull this guy around using shenanigans, right? And then choose where he disembarks from the path of hanging out with ya boy, Yellow. Because, like, if we get yellow into position, we can't also have green in position. If we get green in position, we can't also have yellow in position. Because you end up over here looking like that, which is no good. Which is no good, to quote Sonic the Hedgehog, I think. He said that, right? In like the animated cartoon? And that's no good. Something along those lines. I'll pretend to Sonic quote just so I can feel like a true gamer TM. Gamer like the gamer hat in the awesome game Sonic Forces. I never played that one. I have no intention of doing it, to be clear. It from everything I've heard, it's a less than stellar entry into the franchise, to put it in a politer than average way. Oh, we can do this. We can do that. We can do one of these, and then from here grab you, and then from here grab you, and that's awesome. But then what do we do with yellow? What do we do with yellow in that case? Yellow just hangs out, yellow just chills, yellow just kind of exists. What's the game plan with yellow? Because yellow has to hit the teleporter too, and I don't really see a way to achieve that goal at this moment, good friends. I guess if I do this, then I can... Not quite, but not super far off from what we gotta do. Oh, the problem now, though, is, like, look at this. If I do this, I'm stuck in the eternal chamber of eternal torment. Eternally. We do this to help grab you. Then you can go up here. You can go... No, if I do that, then you get snargle-cacted on the thing that we don't want you to get snargle-cacted on, you know? Okay. Truly, truly a mystery for the ages. That was easy. I don't know why I spent so much time on that one. That one was easy. That was literally so easy. What am I doing? Let's go down here and check out some of the ones down here. Tug. Ooh. Oh no, how did that work? Wait. Oh, because there's room to kind of like pull away. Then if I do this, then pull you, then do this, then we're gorgeous. Okay, nice. I love the dichotomy, how some of these levels take like a bajillion million years and other ones are just like, haha, we've beaten it, we've solved it. Eternally. Literally, how in the world? Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. If I pull this way, now that is fascinating. Does that help us at all with the level that we were struggling with earlier? Nope, it does not. But this one can't be that hard, right? I mean, we've already deduced a couple interesting interactions. Again, the most interesting seeming interaction so far is that we're able to save this guy if we so choose. If we so desire, we can save this guy from centuries of torment in the torment device by doing that. And then what? He gets yoinked even further? No, that's not good. Because then how do I get over there? And that, This one is quite confusing. This one really is requiring all 7 of my brain cells to cooperate in a way that they rarely do. Like, is there some hidden interaction? Yes. Works in blank. Hitting will be pulled. Yes. Like, there's no way that they want me to... Like, if I do this, then, you know, you're out there. I do this and now I'm stuck. How do I get it so that because again, the best possible outcome is we have Magnet Guy here, Mr. Penguin here. That's his name. Mr. Penguin. Anyway, Mr. Penguin here. Magnet Guy here, Mr. Blue Penguin hits him. So then, going back to all this, can I use this to set up ideal circumstance? But then how do I get back over this way? Literally, how do I do this in a way that makes sense for everyone? Because I can't get back out here. I can't do it. I can't do it. And why is this one called Wrecker? Is it like Home Wrecker or something like that? I don't know. I'm trying to riff, but it's not going particularly well. I'm struggling with these puzzles. And man, when I struggle... Dare I even say it? Dare I even say what happens when I struggle with a puzzle? Martin hates a puzzle. I go here. We swap to you, and we go like kablooey. Huey, Hamster Huey. That's what it is. I'm trying to reference this one Calvin and Hobbes ongoing bit for a while. There's this one comic, specifically the one where Calvin is like, I want a bedtime story, and Calvin's father is like, by the way, we have names for those characters, right? They're not simply Calvin's father and Calvin's mother. They do actually have names, right? Right? Please tell me we know the canonical names of their... I guess we don't really know his... Do we know Calvin's last name? Huh. I'm trying to think, and I actually don't, off the top of my head, know. And I read a lot of Calvin and Hobbes, especially growing up. If there's anyone who should know it, it's me. I walk into every function with a #1 Calvin fan, holding my authentic authentic Hobbes plushie. I know Bill Watterson was famously like anti-merchandise. He didn't want to license his characters for anything. He was a big like preservation of the cartoonist integrity kind of thing. Which is a hilarious dichotomy compared to the other orange cat that's famous from cartoons. And by that I mean Heathcliff the cat. What's his name? Hambone? Whatever it is. That orange Heathcliff? Whatever it is. No, I mean Garfield. Garfield, of course, has done more marketing than basically any other character on this entire, like, godforsaken planet, right? And you compare that to your boy Hobbs, who I don't even think ever got an official plushie, which is kind of wild to think about because that's the most obvious toy to make in the universe. And, like, they did that for Toy Story and stuff, right? The whole premise of, like, no, you don't want to ruin the magic for kids, of, like, oh, no, the toys aren't actually real. Sorry. Doesn't really matter. You know, kids are smart enough to know that their toys aren't really real, and part of the joy is them thinking, like, oh, yeah, when I'm not looking, maybe they are actually scheming and stuff, right? But no, I could see him being like, I don't want to ruin the magic of Hobbs being real or not, by giving them the definitive answer in the form of a plush that never turns into the character of Hobbs. Let's go to a different level. How do I get there, by the way? We're gonna go ahead and... Come on, buddy. No, not Wrecker. They really want me to beat Wrecker in order to make the rest of this area happen. And I'm really not seeing the solution. Is there some secret that I have not yet figured out? By the way, this journal mechanic is excellent. This journal mechanic is truly divine. I am amazed with how good of a, like, hints and, like... Are they hints? No, they're more like... Oh, there's a hint section. I forgot there was an actual proper hints menu to this game. Now that I look at it, though, it's pretty clear to me that we can just kind of end this right now by doing this. No, we need to get one more penguin down in the area where they belong. Down by the bay, where the watermelon grows. Oh, well, we can do the levels over here, which is probably pretty cool. Let's do Linger, which requires us to... I'm actually not sure. Okay, I think the ultimate solution is we get Mr. Sealy Man here. We get Red here. We smack Sealy Man. He goes here, and as he goes in, he pulls us. Like this. What? What? Wait. Then I'm confused. Is it the other direction instead? Do I need to get... I'm very confused. Okay, so we've just tried doing, like, boink, boink, boink. You do this. If we do boink boink, he moves forward, and then because he can't move forward, the red penguin runs into the seal rather than himself. So then let's try the other direction then. Something like along these lines? No, not quite. Maybe something where we hit Mr. Seal. We get Mr. Seal like here, question mark? We get Mr. Seal here? Yeah, maybe we get Mr. Seal like here and ready here. I'm just not quite sure how to appropriately and effectively do that. Because like literally, how do I get Mr. Walrus here? Sorry, they're walruses, not seals. I keep forgetting that's how that works. Sorry, just checking OBS, making sure that we're not having any issues there. Because we do this, but then the problem is we go back around here and then, oh no, we've launched him in some unfortunate direction. I wonder if it's a question of yeah, I'm pretty sure it has to be. We put Sealy here, and then we put ready there. The only problem becomes, how in the world do I make it so that we can actually have that situation? Because that's genuinely very difficult to piece together. Because, like, okay, back in these examples here, we go boom, boom. You start here. Red ends up one tile further even. So we need to have you here and red there. As previously established, like 20 times. But then what? But then from here, we can get the seal in place, but then how do we get you in place? Okay, let's think again from the tippity top of the iceberg. And again, this does not work, right? No, it does not. Okay, okay. Because, like, the main thing is, I don't know how to get the penguin Is there a way to get... Okay, we don't need to get it here from the get-go. If we can get Mr. Green Seal here... like here, then we can do this, pull you once, then smack you. Perfect. Handled, done, and we figured it out while we're at it too. And again, there's no way to like really... Because it really is just the fact that we can't do that several times. That is the singularly glaring problem of this whole operation. Because we can rescue you like this. But then what's the purpose there? Especially because we can't get back around to help you get back in place there. Man. I guess. Okay. I get. We pop you like this. We can do something along. Done. That was absurd. I don't know why that took me so long. That was difficult. Let's head over here to Arena. Oh, that's hilarious. What? Okay, so we just kind of have to find a way to not get absolutely yoinkity sploinkied. Okay. I feel like we need to clear out this section up here first. Because there's no way we need to do that nook later. We do like this. How? So I do both of those at the same time? Interesting. I do this. I do feel like this kind of has to be at least part of the solution. But then how do I push you out of the way? Literally, how do I push you out of the way? Yeah, how do I push Mr. Regular Old Seal out of the way? Like that. That's how. Okay, so I need to carve a pathway through here that gets me there, right from the get-go. And then we can use all of you to get over here. Amazing work, team. I'm so proud of everyone who would help me get to that point in my career, in my life. There's like an Oscar acceptance speech now. Just roll with the flow. Oh, if we do that, then yikes. We do this. Is that not the whole thing? We have to find a way to get the seal out of here. Need to find a way for the seal to get a gonzoed. How do I do this from this point, though? I mean, I guess we can do you. Actually, it might be easier just to do it like this. No, it would not be. It would not, in fact, be easier. I guess we do red first. Yeah, but then how do we get, ooh. Oh, baby, what? Okay, we need to find a way. What is the ultimate appealing end solution? Blue's got to end up here, while green and red are here. So blue needs to be here. Blue has to be here because we can't have blue here. It's not possible if blue's there. So I feel like we do this, for example. I'd really like it if we could get Mr. Greyhound Seal out of here, like up there. Or something along those lines. Then you go here. But then, oh, we would be able to do this. No, I think something's wrong with my solution. I like this. I like this because it allows for us to do that, which then creates a pretty good system using these two here. That said, it's probably better if we find a way for green to be the first one up and at him to bat. And then we just swap these two. Okay, gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Done and dusted. Almost. They're almost there. I think we can do this with no real problem. Yeah, okay, we can do that with no real problem. I was overthinking it, as I often do. They call him the overthinker. They don't, and please don't start. As such, and that's all that. That's almost everything handled. We need to find a way to have the walrus munch on that particular fish. And I found it. Gorgeous. And that should be attraction totally handled. Thank God. That was difficult. But that wasn't so bad. I think that's a good place to end things for today. We can see the next world right there, which looks pretty good. Whatever it's called. What is this? This is... I'm not going to tell us. I'm going to go ahead and head over here and pop into exchange and figure out what happens in this world soon. I really hope you enjoyed this video. That was a difficult world, and I'm very glad that we're through it now. If you did enjoy the video, do be sure to like, subscribe, do other YouTube things down below. If you enjoyed the game, check out the description below for more info on how and where to play it. And until next time, enjoy yourself.